What's up, everybody? Joe White here, coming to you from Dunn, North Carolina. And you would not believe the shit I got on this trailer right now. This load of shit that I have is literally shit. It's cow manure. Picked the cow manure up down in Florida and Wildwood, Florida, and I'm taking it to Garner, North Carolina, and dropping it off at a Lowe's store in Garner, North Carolina. And then they're trying to keep me around here, so I will probably, my guess is that I will pick up at the chemical plant in Greensboro, North Carolina, and take it to Beach Island, South Carolina before going home. I'm going home Thursday. They have till Thursday to get me home. So, that's going to be interesting, dropping that load off Monday, or tomorrow. I'm getting a 34-hour reset in, and I'm going to try to explain this the best I can for those who don't know. We have a 70-hour work week, basically, which means we cannot be on duty or driving in either of those two lines for more than 70 hours in a week. Now, let's say I work 10 hours today, drive for 10 hours today. So that means I have 60 hours left. At the end of 7 days, or is it 8 days? I want to say it's 8 days. Those 10 hours come back onto my clock, so I gain those hours back. So theoretically, as long as you work about 10 hours a day, your 70 should never run out. And you should never run out of driving time. But that 70-hour clock can be reset if you take a 34-hour break. So that's what I'm doing here. I got here last night to the Sadler Travel Plaza in Dunn, North Carolina. And I got here last night right at 5 o'clock. And at 3 o'clock Monday morning, as my tablet goes off in the background. So at 3 a.m. tonight, basically, I will have a new 70-hour clock, which really does me hardly any good because I'm going home on Thursday. Here come the emails now on the phone. But there's the second one. I picked up this load on Friday. It doesn't deliver till Monday. They just gave me this load to last me the weekend, so that weekend dispatch, weekend and nighttime dispatch is a skeleton crew with any company. So if they can get you a load stretching you out through the weekend to where they don't have to look at you, good on them. It's a 500-mile load. It's not too bad, considering the account I'm on. I'm making good money, so can't really complain. WrestleMania last night was good. I enjoyed the Taker versus AJ match. It seems to be the match everybody's talking about, And when I first saw this, man, when AJ Styles got out of the thing and they're not doing the normal name plates with the lower third, and they had the Metallica music and all this shit, and the first thing that went through my mind is Vince sitting there going, "Ha ha ha! Goddamn, pal! Ah, we're making movies. That's good shit. Ha ha ha, pal." So, and that's what it was. A lot of people are saying Jeremy Borash did God, that's creepy looking right there with the glare of my glasses. That looks badass. Jeremy Borash doing the production on it because it looked just like the broken Matt Hardy final deletion stuff, and if it was, good on them, for not having Kevin Dunn touching it. But goddamn, man, I could just see Vince loving this. Goddamn, pal, we're making movies. Ha ha ha. That's good shit. So, I liked it. It reminded me less of a wrestling match and more like the, oh man, I can't remember his name. I can't remember the guy's name. He played Mr. Wallace in Barbershop. And he was the black dude in They Live. It reminded me of the Roddy Piper versus him in the alleyway from They Live. That's what it reminded me of. Yeah, so they said it took 8 hours to shoot, and over the course, I think they said 2 nights, and the barn and everything was constructed special for them. So good on them, good production. Matt Hardy got on Twitter going, choreographed and taped fights really work in wrestling, and I'm not sure how I feel about that statement. But there are certain occasions for it. You know, the final deletion was one. This was one. The Firefly thing or the Funhouse match is probably going to be another one. So yeah, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the night one of WrestleMania overall. As a whole, I enjoyed it. Now, I probably will not watch night 2 straight away, because I do want to watch The Walking Dead tonight live. Seeing as how this is kind of like their pseudo season finale, because the actual season finale for season 10, due to the virus and everything, is not airing till late in the year because they have not finished post-production on it. So that's where I am right now. I'm just chilling, looking forward to going home, looking forward to playing Final Fantasy VII Remake. It's all paid off. I can't wait to get my hands on that. I tried to watch a quote-unquote spoiler-free review. You know, people in Australia are leaking the game like crazy because it's already out over there. A bunch of the Aussies are posting spoiler-free reviews on YouTube, and then they proceed to show footage from late in the game that has never been seen before. So I'm like, motherfucker, it's not spoiler-free if you're showing footage that has never been shown. So just keep that in mind, guys. Don't spoil it for the rest of us. So that's where I am right now. I'm in Dunn, North Carolina at the Sadler Travel Plaza, which is, I think it's owned by the Sadler family, which is Elliott Sadler and Hermie Sadler, the race car drivers. That whole family owns Sadler Travel Plaza. There's one here, and there's one right up the road in I-95 in Virginia and Emporia, which I think the one in Emporia is better, but this one is okay. It's got a Quiznos and a Dairy Queen. When's the last time you heard of anybody eating at a Quiznos? Which, it was actually very good. I'm surprised. But yeah, we're out here. As far as the COVID-19 goes, South Carolina has signs all over the place saying visitors must quarantine, which of course us truck drivers, as long as we're in the supply chain, which means as long as we're hauling loads and going in between loads, as long as we're working, we're not bound by those type of laws and regulations and restrictions. But yeah, I do not have the virus. To the best of my knowledge, everybody, all the drivers out here have been washing their hands. There's signs everywhere, all over this truck stop, thanking us truckers for everything that we're doing out here. That's much appreciated. But yeah, I mean, there's actually signs everywhere. Everywhere I've seen thanking truckers. The media is not thanking us enough and not acknowledging it enough that, hey, we're keeping the country moving right now. I saw where people are bashing GameStop for making their employees work during this time. First off, nobody makes you do anything in life as far as your job goes. If you wanted to leave, you could leave and go collect unemployment right now. I mean, the last time I checked, 3.3 million Americans reportedly are getting unemployment right now or have requested it. But I could see you bashing GameStop for not supplying hand sanitizer or gloves. But the fact that their stores are open and their employees are working, it's like, guys, either they do that or they don't have a job to go back to. I mean, it's like, how dare us truck drivers have to work? Well, if we don't do this, we're fired, and we're standing on the bread lines, as the old saying goes, with the rest of the poor people. And I don't want to do that, because I made a lot of money last week, and I like having a lot of money. you know? So I can't blame the people at GameStop for wanting to work and wanting to do the job and wanting to supply us with entertainment. So all you YouTubers like Spawnwave and everybody else out there who are bashing GameStop, just stop. Just stop it. They're not in a work from home situation. They're not a YouTuber who all they have to do is flip a switch on a camera and talk. Okay? They don't have that luxury of being paid for that. You do. So until you walk a mile in their shoes and are put in their situation, you're really in no position to give an opinion. You're really in no position to speak on it. You're really in no position to throw shade at them. So, you know, you could say the same about Walmart. Now, yeah, Walmart supplies people with gloves and sanitizer. Should GameStop be doing that for their employees? Yes. Even if the store manager has to go across the street to the Walmart, buy a bunch of it, and then write it off as a store expense. You know, use petty cash or whatever. Yes, they should. But don't criticize the company for wanting to be open and stay in business. I know in Virginia, the last time I checked, non-essential businesses like GameStop can remain open as long as you don't have more than 10 people in the store at once. And that includes the workers. So, you know, if that's the case, Lowe's and Home Depot are not essential. You know, the manure I'm carrying on the truck right now is non-essential. So are you going to chastise me for working and hauling non-essential material? Come on. Come on. You know, again, put yourself in somebody's shoes who has a family to feed, and working at GameStop may be their sole source of income. They have to work. Americans have to work. You can't telecommute, you know, you can't telework with a GameStop, with a video game store. So, anyway, folks, I'm going to climb off the proverbial soapbox. Speaking of they live, I kind of look like, my eyes kind of look like one of the creatures' eyes, the aliens. That's cool. Anyway, folks, I'm going to get off here. Thank you guys so much for watching this. Hit that like button. Remember, if you see a truck driver on the road, if you see a big rig, give us lots of room. If we put on our signal wanting to get over, let us over. If you can't see our mirrors, we can't see you. And we'll see you down the road.